Okay, well, I would like to get started. Welcome to the City of Lacey Human Services Grant Program for 2024 information workshop regarding the application process. My name is Michelle Chavez, and I am the Human Services Coordinator here at the City of Lacey. I would like to welcome everybody who is participating online and folks in person. We have one person here. I would let everybody know I'm going to run through the slides just briefly. We have a few slides to go through, and then I'm going to open up to question and answer. Also, we're going to be using the Q&A function on Zoom, so if you could ask your questions in the Q&A, then I can answer them through our audio recording system. I also want to let you know that we are recording this workshop live today, and it will be available to anyone who couldn't attend the workshop. So please let folks know, if you know people in the community who weren't able to attend today, they can watch this at their leisure when they have a chance. The topics we're going to cover today are eligible agencies, programs, projects, priority focuses for funding, the application timeline, application overview, and required attachments. So after we go over those 4 items, then we will open it up to question and answer. So the eligible agencies are nonprofits, 501c3s, have a history of serving Lacey community members, have financial stability, are responsive and allow site visits from city staff. They have the ability to manage grant requirements, and they have the ability to submit reports with invoices and backup documentation for their expenditures. The primary areas of funding for this 2024 grant cycle are related around basic needs, and this was passed by the Lacey City Council. The housing priority area is expanding and upgrading affordable housing programs, emergency rental assistance, housing education, creating and maintaining supportive housing services. Survival area, priority area of focus is access to food, water, shelter, sleep, and clothing. And then the last item is security. This is job training and placement programs, mental and physical health care, drug and alcohol recovery services, and support in times of personal or family crisis, and transportation. So the application timeline, the application is available now on our City of Lacey website. It is live, and it will be open for a month, approximately from June 27th to July 26th. Your agency does not need to be physically located in Lacey to apply, except if you're applying for a capital project. So that would be a brick and mortar project or purchasing equipment or vehicles, etc. We were going to have, we hope to have applicant presentations August 8th at 5:30. This is going to be hopefully a joint meeting between the City Council and our Human Services Work Group to give applicants an opportunity to present on their projects. We do have a cap on the brick and mortar capital projects of $50,000. We do not have a cap on the human services program applications. Again, just to reiterate, if it's a building or a brick and mortar project, it needs to be located in the City of Lacey. We hope to have the program run from October 1, 2024 to September 30th, 2025. We ask that you please fill out the form completely. Applications will be due July 26th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and late applications will not be accepted. So if you're traveling to Hawaii on vacation, make sure you have your deadline set for Lacey time. So I'm going to go over now the sections of the application. There are 4 sections. Section number 1 is general information, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, just general information about the project, past experiences you've had with Lacey grant funds, possibly. We ask that how many folks do you think you're going to serve this coming program year, and then include a brief program description. There's also a summary in the application. It talks about you must be able to provide insurance because you would have a contract with the City of Lacey. And in order to have a professional services agreement with us, you need to have this insurance with the city listed as insured, which I'm sure a lot of you have contracted with us before, are familiar with that. And just kind of general, backup documentation that we would require. We are going to have an annual report. It'll probably be very intuitive and not super cumbersome to do. And then we would ask that you would have your 501c3 documentation available to us. So this general section is worth 20 total points. And our applications are going to be reviewed by our Human Services Work Group. We have a new work group of 7 members who are community members who went through a competitive application process and interviewed with the deputy mayor and had to get approved by the city council to be the ones to evaluate your application. So we're really happy about that. Provides community participation in budgeting decisions. It provides transparency to the community that everyone knows how things are decided. So section number 2 is primary contact info, federal tax ID, how many years your nonprofit has been in business, how you partner and coordinate. You have partnerships and coordination with other agencies or government entities or nonprofits in the community, and then how you do client-centered programming and if you have DEIB principles throughout your work that you do. This section number 2, is worth 35 points. Section number 3, program project overview. This is where is really the meat of the application. It's worth 30 points. Each question's worth 10. The big questions are around program project design, program project outcome, and how you determine eligibility for the people that are applying for the program or project. So that's worth 30 points. Last section, budget. We have a preset budget form which is attached to the application, and it's a spreadsheet and it automatically adds your numbers for you. So the budget is worth some points. We'll ask about if you've had an audit, it'll ask for attachments, and then what would happen if you did not get funds? Would you be able to continue your project? And that's what's the sustainability piece is about. If you didn't get the funds, what would happen? How would that impact your program or project? And this section's worth 15 points. So that last section has required attachments, the program or project budget, which there's a linked form, list of your current board members, your IRS tax exempt determination, your copy of your 990 form, and then a copy of your operating budget, income, and expense. So that concludes my slides. I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to take questions from in the room first because I already had a question pre-asked, and so I would like to open it up now.
Hi, my name is Deanna East from North Thurston Education Foundation, and I was wondering about the site visits because I have an office, but I'm not always there, so I would have to coordinate, and they wouldn't see much in my office because it's in services throughout the community.
Thank you, Deanna. That's a great question. So site visits typically, if it's more of a programmatic type of project, brick and mortar would be more of a site visit, but programmatically, it could be possibly a ride-along. It could be meeting with individuals who have been accessing the services. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just coming in and sitting in the office. It could be, hey, this is where we're providing services, or you and I could meet for coffee and you could talk about, hey, I've served this many community members in this quarter. Just want to give you an update. It could be more informal like that. So that's a great question. Any questions from our participants online? Okay, the question is, where will we access the RFP and the application submission information? That is a great question. That is very important, and I was just about to read off the address of the website where the application is available. It is available on the City of Lacey's website, so if you go to cityoflacey.org/Human Services Grant Program, that is where you will find the application, and it is live now. And then again, I just wanted to let folks know that the address of the application is cityoflacey.org/Human Services Grant, and that is human-services-grant. You are welcome to contact me with any questions or concerns that you have. I will skip again to my contact information, michelle.chavez@cityoflacey.org. You can give me a call at either one of those numbers, and I try to get back to everybody within 24 hours with an answer to the question. If I don't know it, I'll touch base with you and say, hey, I need to check with on some other items, and make sure that I have the right information. Okay, I don't see any additional questions in the Q&A. Again, I really appreciate your time today. Please share the webinar information and share that grant application out in the community with folks. When you go to that Human Services grant page, you can also sign up for updates. So I have an email distribution list. There's like buttons. So the grant application is one button, and then there's a sign up for grant updates. So anytime I have a program update, I push out to our email distribution list things that are going on with the grant. So that's another great way to keep in touch with what's happening at the City of Lacey. So seeing no other questions, I believe that concludes our webinar today. I thank everybody for participating, and we really hope we get lots of applications for this new grant. We have up to $300,000 available to the community, and so we encourage everybody who is in the human services field and serves Lacey residents to apply. Thank you.